Hello everyone, we are back and here to react to RWBY Vol.7 Episode 4. Last week we had the Aesop's episode, which was the episode where we got to get all the new outfits, all the new gear, all the new tricks, all the new stuff, and we got to check out this new group called just the Ace Operatives. How the teams were shown, how there's kind of this big, like, while Team RWBY and Team Junior are good in their own right, these guys have themselves, like, without, you know, like, they have coordination without saying a word to each other.
You have your good, like, gamers, and then you have your esports.
Yeah, you have your
gamers.
pros. So, yeah, so we've seen everything that has been in the trailer, which means everything up to now, everything coming forward. I showed it to you.
I still haven't watched that.
So everything we've got incoming is brand new. Like, I have no clue what we're going to be getting into, possibly, so let's see that. Let's see where it goes. Let's see what it throws at us. Hopefully something nice. I hope. Like, I don't want to be thrown into something bad already. Like, I want some build-up. So, without further ado, let's begin.
Pretty.
Yeah, we got this beautiful sunset and the snow.
Those mountains. Nice detailed rendering.
Wait, is this the Amity Arena? Yep. Wow. I just realized this is the first time we're seeing it in the Maya engine. Hello. Who are you? Oh, wait, are these Robin's characters? Like Robin's?
They might be.
I saw a lamb, so a sheep, and the other one, I don't know if that was a human or a Faunus. Ah!
You guys were incredible.
Wow.
Oh, the way you took down that geist without needing to plan your tactics out, you just knew exactly what to do.
Oh my gosh.
Aesops are handpicked to perfectly complement one another. So we can focus on our assets, leave our liabilities behind.
Some of us are all asset, zero liability. Yeah? Think I've got some liabilities, El?
Your brains, for one.
Well, you did ask.
Oh.
Do you know my best friend?
Oh!
That could be perfect complementary teamwork. Oh, yeah. I want to have my friends back just like that.
Friends. This isn't the schoolyard, kid.
What?
But I mean, when you go through so much with someone, it kind of changes things, doesn't it? We get along well enough, sure. I count on them to keep me alive. They do the same. But that's the job. We don't confuse the two.
Huh. So...
Speaking of the job, duty ever beckons. You all hang back a second.
Interesting.
What do you guys want to do when we get back to Atlas? Sightseeing? Oh, what should we visit first?
How about our buds?
Oh, come on, guys! This is a great time to go exploring. We haven't done that in so long.
Ruby, we just explored a whole continent on foot before flying to this one.
Well, yeah, but it was only the boring parts.
We almost died.
Hey, heads up.
Ironwood.
The team leader's over here. There's something I'd like to discuss with you. You too, Crow.
Okay, so Jean
I
and
need you on
RWBY.
the ground. But be subtle. If people see too many huntsmen milling around, they'll get nervous.
Okay.
And Clover, don't take them around.
Oh. Okay.
Any problems in Mantle?
More of the same, unfortunately. Someone in Mantle is taking out public leaders who speak out against Atlas. Specifically, people who speak out against me.
They saw him.
It didn't look like a pattern at first. This is the third murder of its kind in the last week.
Wait a minute. That's the guy that rode with us after we were arrested.
He died?
Your opposition in Mantle dropping dead isn't exactly a good look for you, huh?
I'm not really worried about my public image, but it is causing unrest. I think someone's trying to frame me, and by extension, Atlas. And it's working.
Well, if it wasn't for the embargo making everybody so mad, people probably wouldn't be so quick to blame you for everything else.
Oh. Damn, John.
Sir.
No, you're right. Things in Mantle have been hard to manage lately. I'm not blind to its issues. In fact, that's what I want to talk to you about. With the launch of this mobile communications tower and tensions down in Mantle, I think there's a lot of good your teams can do here.
He wants
What?
us to stay.
Already? Here? No, it's fine.
What?
Let him land. I'll deal with him myself.
More Mantle problems?
No,
Papashny.
this one's an Atlas problem.
What's he doing here? Like, here.
He's probably a money, funder for a lot of this stuff.
So let me get this straight, James. In addition to this nonsensical embargo of yours crippling my business, you've also decided you have the authority to commandeer private property. When the council hears about this, you will never...
Actually, I've already informed them. As this is now the site of a classified military operation, it didn't even require a vote.
Didn't require a vote.
You might want to brush up on council law before you lose this upcoming election, John. Now, I've allowed you to land here once as a courtesy. The next time, it won't be a friendly reception.
Lately, you seem to forget who your friends really are. I'm going to get that council seat, James, and maybe then You roped my missing daughter into these schemes of yours, too? How long has she been back in Atlas? Did Winter know about
It was
this?
my decision to come here. Just like it was my decision to leave. Or have you forgotten all about that?
If you think I'm one to forget anything, girl, then you've misjudged the man your father is.
Believe me, I know exactly the kind of man you are.
How dare you speak to me that way? I have half a mind to...
Half a mind to what, Jacques?
This is not your
You know,
land. Your
Your
territory.
mother was devastated when you left. Didn't leave her room for days. You know how she gets.
I hated him more.
Dang!
I knew one day you would overextend your reach. I didn't come here to beg for an abandoned mine. I came here to thank you for personally handing me the noose to hang you.
Oh.
You'll regret this. So these are the little friends you threw everything away for.
Not friends. Family.
Oh, that's so good. That was so good. Whew. So,
That was rough.
what is he?
Oh, now you show up. You just missed Father. I wouldn't say I missed.
Whoa!
Did we not start yet?
The congratulations screen
Apparently,
lagged.
we haven't. Start what?
The arena.
It goes without saying that this arena holds significance to all of us. It's only fitting that we should be able to reconvene here, now, when the world needs to be brought together more than ever.
Training?
The road you traveled from our first meeting hasn't been easy. You fought for your school and your friends at Beacon. You fought for the world in Instant Haven Academy and beyond. You faced down terrors people can't even fathom. That's not the behavior of students. It's the behavior of huntsmen and huntresses.
Are they being tested to give them a license?
Wait, are they being officially?
Wait. What is this?
Wait,
You
License.
are being granted your huntsman licenses today.
I know this is coming a little ahead of schedule.
They changed to
Well,
Atlas
that's
though.
You deserve it. I only regret that I couldn't
I mean,
do something
to
a
be
little
fair.
more ceremonious for the occasion.
It's a
We
fit.
were honored, General Ironwood.
Wow.
You really don't have to do.
Please, with the threat of Salem still out there, and tensions rising in our kingdom, I certainly could use more trustworthy fighters by my side. I should be so lucky to have all of you.
Oh boy.
It's okay. It's a big moment. And what better way than to celebrate here? When this tower is ready and communications are back up and running, we'll tell the world about Salem and face down whatever comes at us after that. Together. That's just about all the pomp I have in me. If you'll excuse me, I have to get back to running this operation. Well then, enjoy the cake.
Okay. I feel so bad for Ironwood. Like, he's
Your
out of the...
speech outros are improving, sir.
After everything we've been through, I almost forgot this is what I wanted in the first place. When Beacon fell, I didn't think this would even be possible. It almost feels trivial now.
There.
Jeez, guys, lighten up a little. Enjoy yourselves for a change. You've earned it.
Oh.
Finally, someone said it. Let's kill some cake, huh? Because I can eat 2 slices before Red even eats 1. Who says I can't? Who says it, huh?
No one.
Nora, nobody is arguing with you about this.
Animation, so good. Oh, her sword! She's still at him.
Did she cut the table too?
Yep. 1. Oh. Ah! Ah!
Big day for you, huh, kiddo?
It's definitely a lot to take in.
Which part? The finally getting the Atlas part? Getting your license part? Or the not quite disclosing everything to Ironwood part? All of the above?
All of the above. I'm trying to do what I think is best, but I really can't tell if what's best is what's right. Or if I'm no different from Oz.
Ruby, Oz only trusted himself with the whole truth. You're trusting others, but you're making sure they prove themselves first. I think that's a pretty big difference.
I hope so. This says I'm a huntress now. But I don't feel like I know much more than I did at Beacon.
That feeling never goes away. Your mom, Summoner, would be proud of you.
Oh.
Her last mission. Was that another Oz secret?
There were a lot of those back in our day. But this one was a Summoner secret. When she didn't come back, I've been seeing justice in the darkness myself and your father. Still, who knows what he may have hidden from us over the years.
What do you think she would have done? If she learned the truth about Salem? That she can't be destroyed?
Pressed on, I think. Like you. She was always the best of us. Bit of a brat, though. But hey, I like brats.
Hey, Ruby! Come check this out! Oh my gosh, is that a mission board? It's in half now? Can we ride a Mega Goliath? Stop an underground crime ring? Do I get to go? Undercover.
So good!
Hey, you guys smell that? Smells like fresh meat. That's odd. I don't smell meat. Neither do I. You know what? Never mind.
Let me get this straight. You've only been official for an hour now, and you're already looking for huntsman work?
To be fair, we've been official for a whole 57 minutes.
I'd like to remind you all that the real mission here is ensuring the successful launch of the communications tower.
True, but we can also keep training and improving by helping where we can.
The enthusiasm of youth!
Well, it's hard to argue with that. Okay, let me show you how it works. Ooh, here's an important one. Who wants to volunteer? All right, we need someone to escort children to pre-primary school down in Mantle. There's not actually any danger, but the parents fret, and that attracts grin. Perfect. Thanks.
No.
Juan? Jim?
Jim!
I guess.
Jim.
My first huntsman mission.
Next, a magic saber is loose in the mantle sewers. We need 2 brave warriors to flush it
I
out.
love these characters.
But why didn't I get a choice for that one?
Oh, poor Jim.
Father, you, have a visitor.
I told you I didn't want to be disturbed. Why did you let them in?
I didn't.
Oh, I know who it is.
Let himself in.
A spitting image of you, this lad, Jacques. Creepily so, I might add. He's definitely inherited your affect.
Arthur. Whitley, leave us. And shut the door. I said shut the door. You're supposed to be dead.
That
Oh.
is what I wanted people to think. You're right. However, I've heard things about you too, Jacques. Namely, that you have an Ironwood problem.
That bastard is costing me more money every day with this embargo. I'd lay off every employee in Mantle if I wasn't trying to get their damn votes for this council seat.
What if I said you could have your cake and eat it too?
Okay.
This is not good.
That was a good episode.
Congratulations!
Okay. So, that was a really good episode. Like, it was the aftermath of what we've just been dealing with. But I like how each character acted, how each situation went. The Jacques Pop showing up was kind of a surprise, but I like how Weiss stood up to him. Like, I've been wanting that for so long. But at the same time, Jacques did pull a mom card, which was very twisted and very... Yeah.
Look, there's a meter for disliking you.
Oh, that meter
it was at the end, and somehow you broke the meter.
Somehow you went even further beyond.
You know when they say go even further beyond? They don't mean that. They don't.
So, yeah. Jacques just horrible. And it's all about money. It's all about this.
Power,
it's all about him.
Control.
That is Jacques. That is who he is. The personification of greed, possibly. Like, it's like going back to, if you were to give one word to a person, like what Blake was talking about back in Volume 5, Jacques would be that word. Or selfish. Something like that. One of those two. But, yeah. So we got a reference to Mama Schnee again, so she's still kicking. She's still around. But, yeah, and I don't, even though he pulled that card, I don't think he's lying, in a sense. Like, I do think what happened did affect her, did affect the mother as well. So
he probably did some sort of twisted thing where it was like, it's because of you that Weiss left.
No. Well, that would be, if he did that, then that's just even worse. But, nah, I don't know. I don't feel like...
Do you think Jacques will be eaten by a Grimm?
I don't think... I don't think so. I want Jacques to die. No redemption at all. No, like, what? There's no redemption. Like, no. I want him to die. I want to give him to his comeuppance. But I don't know how. In a way, I even kind of want him to go to prison more than anything. Like, him to be just locked away.
Him to live but suffer.
Yeah. Like, that's one of the things. Either, you die or you live the rest of your life suffering. Like, unhappy. That's the best. Those are the two best justices I can say for evil people. There was something. So everybody, the Aesops. Interesting thing about them is that they are not
lively,
friends,
interactive, but don't consider each other friends.
Yeah, which I can understand. But it's more like they are not scientifically, but they are like picked to help each other. They aren't chosen by
each other.
Which is an
It's like-
interesting.
Oh, this does make me wonder. Like, at Beacon, Volume 1,
Yeah,
the way they had their teams chosen at first was 2 people based on who you ran into first.
Yes, and then your
And
teams,
then you just had to learn to work together, basically.
and then your teams were made up because of the 2 chess pieces you happened to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
So the Ozpin really did go for more of a
random.
you've got to learn to work together.
Yeah,
Whereas Atlas seems to be more of a you've got to focus solely on
let's
your
go like
thing
this.
And we're gonna put you where you need to be.
Ozpin chose making people work together, despite their differences, despite their
weaknesses,
the compatibilities. Find compatibility amongst your differences.
Learn to create synergy.
Whereas Atlas, or at least the Aesops, I wonder if Atlas does this too, because we don't know how the other schools pick teams. So maybe Atlas does this. Maybe Atlas picks people to be with other people.
Here's your
tank,
here's your range, here's your support.
Yeah, they actually
here's
team build based off your attributes,
your abilities and weapons and whatnot.
On your skills, which I kind of get. That actually would be an interesting difference. But again, the way Ozpin did it makes sense for how he views his thing. And speaking of, I kind of like that one little talk about what RWBY and Crow were talking about. It's like how Ozpin kept this all to himself. And again, it is interesting why he did that. And I kind of agree. Ozpin, it is one of those things where we're slowly learning why Ozpin did what he did, but at the same time, how Ozpin could have done it better, and how our characters can do it better. It's learning from the past by not, rejecting it. You're still learning from it.
Learn from the mistakes of the past.
Yeah.
Build upon it.
And now we have...
They're officially licensed.
They are officially licensed. They have been officially knighted. They've been officially made into huntsmen and huntresses.
I did like how well they did the, unceremoniousness of the situation, where it's after everything, of course they're huntsmen and huntresses. And of course it doesn't feel like much has changed, because you went from
it's not a graduation. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a graduation because there's no celebration. It's just a simple change.
Here's your permission.
It's just a simple, check mark. But you're still the same. And, it's even funny, like Crow says, it doesn't, even with the celebrations, it doesn't change the fact that, we're always learning, always improving. There's always something new to deal with.
It's always school.
Yeah.
But this time it's school with death.
Okay. Here's something I now really need. I'm glad they brought this up, because I feel like this is something that a lot of people have needed to understand. Summer Rose left of her own choice, going somewhere on her own mission that nobody knew about. Nobody knew what it was about. So, what Summer did, where she went...
Do you think Raven knows?
I don't even think
Would that be interesting?
Maybe. But, Raven may still have a connection to Summer. This is the thing. This actually now makes me wonder, is Summer dead? Because it's
they've said that she never came back, so they're assuming she's dead.
Yeah,
there
I know,
no
but that means Crow doesn't know what happened to Summer. That means nobody knows what happened to Summer, which means that means Summer probably
she could still be alive.
She could still be alive.
There is the potential, not necessarily super likely currently.
Yeah,
but the potential,
which
it's open to be added into the story.
Which I don't know how that seems incredibly it's one of those things where it's RWBY has kind of always had her mother dead, in her mind. She's never looked at her. She's always gone to the grave. She's always thought of her mother in the past, before her, because she couldn't really remember her mother, apart from a few memories. Really, really, and it's not unless, of course, we don't know what Ozpin was planning and all those sort of things, but whatever Summer did was of her own choice, possibly. Most likely. Now, it seems. Now that question has been thrown on the table. And that really intrigues me. That really makes me interested to see what they're going to do about Summer now. Because they brought her up, and they brought up what happened to her. Which is, because we've never talked about what happened to her. We've implied what happened to her, but we've never known what the details. Which is fine.
And we've always assumed maybe Crow was there and just feels responsible or doesn't want
to.
Or
maybe Crow is responsible for why she's passed on, or something. We've always assumed someone sent her out to do something. Like there was a lot of speculation with a lot of good evidence, like a lot of
thought someone knew what happened.
Yeah, but this is a confirmation that maybe the characters don't know that Summer's like her body. There's no body, so there's no death.
And even when there is a body.
Well, all right, okay.
Congratulations, we have thunder.
I love the animation with Nora. This episode alone is beautiful. Just the way that Rin just picked up stiff Nora to thunder thighs, and how I love how Nora was just looking up at the big buff hammer lady, just so
you want to have a friend.
You want a friend?
You've got a friend.
It was so good. Yeah. Then okay. Now here's a little thing I caught. Ironwood told Clover to keep Marrow, the wolf boy. Marrow. He told him to keep Marrow out or back or away. And I think that's because he's a Faunus. For whatever that he needed Clover to do, it's either an Atlas or in some other situation, being a Faunus there probably could have caused some disturbances.
What if it's a mission in the upper Atlas area, and they don't want people to feel distraught or worried if a Faunus huntsman was there as opposed to a regular human huntsman?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's there's whatever reason that he wanted to keep Marrow back, there's some prejudice probably is the reason why he did this.
I think he's currently trying to keep people.
He's trying to keep people as little as happy.
He want no grim.
And as undisrupted as possible. Which is, and again, Ironwood. Ironwood. This is really showing me that he's got heart. He has a plan.
He has ambition.
He has ambition, heart,
a goal.
He's not crazy. He's just stressed.
Just stressed, exhausted,
and
speech and everything.
Now it's actually even more upsetting to because it's one of those things where it's he keeps putting all this, he's happy to have people he can trust, and that's of course after they've not disclosed to him all the information. Which again, you have to understand why we can't tell. I mean, to be fair, it's true. I think Ironwood does need to know. He does need to know before he
tells the whole world. Yeah. He needs to know all the circumstances around it. But we need to know that giving him this information is a good idea.
Yeah, and
that it's not just going to destroy his plans, and he's just going to be like, everyone, it's hopeless.
Yeah, but
because that's the thing. Can cause worse.
That's the thing. We have to tell Ironwood. Most importantly, because I feel like if we don't tell him, he's going we have to tell him. Hopefully, he can change his plans or alter. Or at least, first thing he can do is at least get communications back up. That's a good plan. Just not tell the world about Salem. That's the plan we need to stop. And yeah, it's I don't feel like he's going to be he may be upset, he may be angry, he may be everything, but I feel like because of RWBY, Crow, and the crew, how they've slowly learned and adapted and come to terms with the situation to figure out a new plan or something like that, they'll be able to at least help or guide Ironwood to a better plan, to a better thought process, to a better situation. But of course, we now have Watts and Tyrion ruining this.
So you figured that was going to be Watts entering, right?
Oh yeah, like there's actually been a theory that
Watts and Jacques are
related. Possible.
I mean, they have a very similar mustache look.
Yeah, they have a very similar mustache. Jacques used to have dark hair. So
they could be cousins. They could be brothers.
Yeah, there's a. I don't know entirely. Well, you know, I just realized Jacques took up the Schnee name. He didn't take the Schnees didn't take his name, which means he could have Watts as his last name too. That could be it. But yeah, it's just a speculation. Like there's been a few YouTubers who have talked about this idea themselves, like, and presented it, which I think is a really cool and neat idea.
And they do say that when you're stressed, you age faster. So with Jacques being in this whole situation, he has pale white hair, and then he looks over at Watts is just like,
Jacques knows Watts. How close he knows Watts is the question. And apparently, like, Watts did fake his death. That's how he went deep undercover.
Incognito.
So Watts has a plan. Like, Tyrion's plan is to frame, like, basically ruin Ironwood through, eliminating supporters. Or people that are
well, this all seems to be Watts' plan, probably.
Against Papa Schnee. Against, basically trying to eliminate people who would help Ironwood.
Let's put a pin in that. What if Watts isn't actually trying to help Jacques? He's trying to put a divide between Jacques and Ironwood by killing Ironwood supporters and helping Jacques to make it look like Jacques is the one that's killing Ironwood supporters and to put Ironwood and Jacques head to head.
I don't know.
And then throw in Robin Hill as like a.
I think the third. Look, like I said, I think they want Jacques in power because he can disrupt the control that Ironwood has. Because that's what I think they're trying to do. Because I think Watts is going to hack the votes. Basically, it's like he said, I have a way to get to. You can have your cake and eat it too. That's what he said. So this is basically Watts' way of, I can have you remove Ironwood and you get to be in charge more or something like that. I can solve your Ironwood problem and get you in the votes. And have you possibly get rid of all the people you dislike after you get your power. Like, Watts is basically selling...
Watts is the devil having walked in with the deal. And Jacques is like, give me that!
Yeah.
What would it be like if it turns out there's, like, after that conversation, next episode comes in, Jacques like, no.
Credits.
Credits. Salem's plan undone. All thanks to Papa Schnee.
That is...
His new campaign slogan.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Goofy moments, serious moments.
We had Penny being adorable and cute and just perfect Penny.
And also we can see that
I like
Winter and Penny have clearly hung out quite a bit.
I like that moment of I don't know, it's so nice. I'm glad that it was Blake that tried to comfort Weiss first. Like, basically the Faunus and the Schnee is I really want more dynamic.
The Faunus back this Schnee. Not that one.
Yeah.
This Schnee. So we have 3 people going for this council seat, right? We have Ironwood.
Ironwood's, I think, on the seat. It's just that there's some.
Aren't they talking about elections though? Does that mean he could be swapped out?
Well, I
think Jacques has talked about.
I don't think he's being swapped out. Maybe.
And then we also have Robin.
I think it's
as well, right?
I think it's solely because I think it's just down to 2 people. 2 people taking a new council member's place. Or maybe they're adding a new council member. Maybe they're adding a 4th or 5th council member.
We might get more explanation of that as we get closer into the political section of it.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see. Yeah, but you do bring up a good point. But I do think it's just Robin and Jacques are the contenders for the council seat. Which is funny because it feels like Robin is like we haven't seen Robin at all, so I have no idea.
She's currently an unknown element.
Yeah, but she seems like she could be a she seems to work from the shadows, which makes me wonder how can she be a leader if she's not public? Or at least be a council member, present herself, all that sort of stuff.
Maybe it's once she's a council member, she knows she's safe from being basically assassination attempts or sabotage. As long as she keeps it close to the chest, it's harder to mess with her.
We'll see. I hope we see Robin soon, because we did actually. I think we saw some of her followers.
I think they're trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, which is interesting. And yeah, that was it. Poor Jim.
Man, best character in the series. Just poor guy. Oh, hey, John, how's it going?
And like again, the animation and the characters are being so well done.
It's nice to see them
because it's like we're back to this
comforted almost. Like they're in a slightly safer position than they've been in a long while. So they're less happier.
There's less fear. There's more of a let's just
a levity.
Let it go. Let's just relax and enjoy and just let loose for a bit.
We got some of that at John's home.
Yeah.
But then we had all the Ozpin tensions too.
Yeah, but I really liked I especially love I especially love Ruby's undercover. Yeah. It was a good scene. This whole episode has many good scenes. And makes me again, I'm super excited to see what we see in the next one. What are they going to do in the next episode? And especially now that Watts is revealed, what the
Neptune and Sun enter in the next episode as new junior detectives again. Ruby, I'm
undercover. Yeah, that's it. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, and we'll see you there in the next episode. Bye.